Ok, velkommen til presentasjon for Huddlestock. Ja, meg og Jon og Cecilia og Anders sitter her i Oslo. Det var en del av dere som var med i GF-en. Der kom det opp litt spørsmål, så de kan vi ta underveis nå. Men det vi tenkte nå, det var at jeg ønsker dere velkommen og snakke litt overordnet over kvartalet som gikk, og litt hvordan vi tenker helt overordnet. Og så vil Jon dra seg gjennom en selskapspresentasjon. Så kan vi avslutte med spørsmål, og dere må for så vidt også bare rekke på noe eller bryte inn hvis det er spørsmål underveis. Som dere så rapporterte vi en omsetning på 9,06 millioner og proforma på 12,9 millioner. Det som ikke kanskje kom godt nok frem i den meldingen som ble sendt ut, det er det at vi har også 2 millioner på egenkjøp, altså mellom Huddlestock i Norge og Visigon i Sverige. Så det betyr egentlig at den reelle proforma omsetningen var 15 millioner kroner. Og så det gir et mer sånn realistisk bilde over hvor vi er og hvordan vekst vi har hatt. Og det er jo godt å se at businessen, spesielt borte i Sverige, går veldig, veldig bra. Q1 har vært igjen spennende Q, som alle kvartaler er. Det begynte veldig bra, men så fikk vi noen utfordringer i slutten av januar og begynnelsen av februar. Det var jo krigen i Ukraina som brøt ut. Der har vi et team på 6 mann, så er utrolig viktig for oss i forhold til den teknologiutviklingen vi holder på med. Og de ble jo selvsagt fokusert på litt andre ting enn Huddlestock, som klart det. Så Jon og gjengen måtte snu seg rundt og bruke mye tid og ressurser på å prøve å holde fremdriften oppe så godt det lot seg gjøre. Men det har uansett resultert i økt bruk både av ressurser, altså i form av manpower og penger på teknologien vår klar. Sånn sett så begynte jo Q litt raskt. Men så har vi holdt på med mye annet spennende i tillegg, som har vært med å styrke organisasjonen vår. Vi har fått ansatt flinke folk nede i Tyskland med Robert og gjengen, og her hjemme så har vi fått CFO på plass med Anders, og Cecilia som COO. Og det er absolutt roller vi trenger for å ta oss fremover. Og så har vi vært veldig aktive på M&A, oppkjøp. Vi har jobbet ganske tett sammen med Ernst & Young i forhold til å skanne markedet for potensielle kandidater i forhold til å styrke organisasjonen vår, og har funnet mye spennende selskaper, og det har resultert i 2 oppkjøp i dette kvartalet. Det første heter FMIT. Det er et selskap som holder til i Stavanger, og har også en avdeling i Romania. De såkalt full-stack utviklere, altså og det som viktig å si noe om, det at gründerne av FMIT, de har 20 års erfaring fra fintech-bransjen. De solgte et selskap til en stor aktør som heter Advent for 10 år siden. Det var et wealth management-system. Og FMIT har også jobbet med å spesifisere og begynt å utvikle et wealth management-system som vi mener kommer til å være med å revolusjonere det markedet. Og det var jo, det utrolig spennende for oss, for vi trenger utviklere, egne utviklere, det det ene, men de har en ongoing business, så de går rundt sånn som det i dag. De har erfaring innenfor fintech, og de har produkter som vil komme og hjelpe oss videre. Så det blir spennende å følge de fremover. Og når det gjelder, jeg fikk litt spørsmål i forhold til økonomi og at de sikkert vil trenge likviditet og så videre. Vi har lagt opp i sammen med FMIT et løp der en ikke skal trenge, hvis en ikke ønsker, å tilføre mer kapital. FMIT et selskap som har vært igjennom et par år der det har gått sidelengs, men sikter mot en omsetning på mellom 15 og 17 millioner kroner og et lite plussresultat. Og da tenker vi at med de synergiene vi vil kunne få med FMIT, så dette et veldig riktig kjøp for oss. Og så i dag så annonserte vi et annet kjøp som heter Track System, som fra gammelt av så var Track back-officen til gamle Akta, som ble skilt ut i et eget selskap for 12 år siden. Og der Glasstad gikk inn og tok hovedeierskapet av Track System. Og de har spesialisert seg på å la fond og wealth managere outsource hele back-office-funksjonen sin. De har også full investment banking lisens. Det var jo noe vi sa at vi kom til å jobbe mot å få i Tyskland. Det får vi nå direkte fra dette oppkjøpet. Det spares for veldig mange millioner kroner i låst kapital. For det har Track Systems allerede på plass. De 8 mann, de også sitter i Stavanger. De har investert ganske mye i egen teknologi for å ta denne gammeldagse businessen over og digitalisere. Og jeg tror sammen så kan vi utrette veldig mye. Vi ser at det synergier på kundesiden, og vi i Huddlestock trenger Track Systems for å akselerere veksten vår. Med å ha track systems på vår plattform, så vil vi, sånn som jeg sa tidligere, kunne mangedoble marginene våre i forhold til kundene våre. Vi kan også holde kundepenger direkte, vi onboarder kundene direkte på vår plattform, og så videre. Altså, i europeisk fintech-sammenheng så er dette ganske unikt. Å være en fintech med full investment banking og med et fullt backoffice-funksjon sånn som dette. Så dette vil putte oss opp i en helt annen liga. Track System sikter også mot en omsetning på kanskje rundt 15 millioner og et lite plussresultat. Så igjen, det skal ikke være behov for å putte veldig mye likviditet inn i de. Det er mer det å bruke tid på å kunne få utnytte synergiene som ligger mellom selskapene, og ikke minst er dette med å styrke organisasjonen vår. Så jeg må jo si at Track System er et strategisk utrolig viktig oppkjøp for oss, som jeg mener vi sparer 6 til 8 måneder lett på. Så med de oppkjøpene og med den framdrift vi har gjort på teknologiutvikling og kundesider som vi ikke har kunnet annonsert ennå eller snakket så veldig mye om, det håper vi vil komme snart. Så tenker jeg, så er i hvert fall jeg veldig godt fornøyd med det vi har klart å gjøre i dette Q1. Jeg håper absolutt at vi skal kunne fremover snakke mer om teknologikundene våre og de tingene vi har brukt mye penger på og mye ressurser på for å få klart. Og jeg håper at det ikke er lenge til før vi kan gå ut i markedet og snakke om det. Så med det så tenker jeg at jeg overlater ordet til Jon, og så kan vi heller ta spørsmål og sånt etter hvert.
As Øyvind has been saying, this has been an interesting quarter. We've had great success in certain things. We've had some delays in other things, matters that have been outside of our, immediate ability to do something about, like, for example, the Ukraine situation and so forth. But all in all, we made great progress, and we are hopefully going to be able to demonstrate that to you during this presentation. To start off, who are we? We're a technology-first wealth tech company. We have an innovative technology solution for the capital markets, treasury, and wealth management players in the industry. On the technology front, we have our Bedrock system, which is the trading in a box, being able to onboard clients, being able to execute financial investments, reporting, position keeping, and of course also the infrastructure in the back, where you have the direct market access, you have other providers of real-time data, you have the custodians, and so forth. So this is the Bedrock system, the grunnfjellet to our operation. Then we have Canyon, which is a smaller, somewhat similar, but it's a simpler and smaller product. Then the other thing that we have is Operations Center, is where we are hosting a Calypso solution up in the cloud on behalf of several clients, but the biggest one and most famous one is the Danish Export Credit Bureau, where we are running their system. They are, of course, operating it, they are using it, but we are hosting it and making sure that it's maintained and that it's functioning. All of these things are made with a cloud-based software as a service solution, which allows for low-cost, efficient white label solutions and making it easy to onboard and copy and onboarding new people for scalability. So all these things have now been put in place, and we're ready to deploy in many different relationships. Then we have our consultancy division, professional services, where we are delivering above our weight. As the question was previously, the consultancy business has been sold out, and so have we. We're fully booked, and we are pleased to see that some of the new friends that we're having is also going to help us increase that business. So, but all in all, we're very happy to see that we continue to deliver good quality products to our clients, which are all of the largest financial groups in the Nordic space, like SE-Banken, like Swedbank, like Nordea, for example. Now, Øyvind has spent quite a bit of time talking about our new friends in F5IT, but we're very, very happy to join forces with them. And we see that the 15 full stack programmers and technology people will allow us to expand our products, not only from a improvement and innovation, but also to implement and customize for clients in a more rapid speed. And we are already in the process of integrating, becoming one team, and making sure that we take the synergies out that we can do in the short term. Okay, everybody knows that we are listed, we're regulated by BaFin and Bundesbank in Germany. And something that you have heard is that we were very, very pleased to also be included in the Wealth Tech 100 group for 2022. This is a prestigious award where we are now included in the top 100 companies in the world that provide wealth tech to the industry. So this is something we're very happy to share with you. Not that awards means money on the bottom line, but anyway, it's a recognition, and it's also advertising and marketing for us to be able to show that we are one of the leading firms in the world. All of these things allows us for helping democratizing the financial markets and access to the capital markets. It's been a big speak lately about that the capital markets investments are only for the big investor, the institutional investors, and so forth. But with our low cost service to the retail public out there, through our B2B partners, we can allow them to actually offer small traders, small amounts at professional rates, and be able to have more people included into the investment community. All of these things are very exciting, and we'll get to this more later on. Okay, so wanted to touch base a little bit with F5IT. Now, again, Øyvind has said most, but a couple of small things is that we're, of course, as I said, very happy to have the 20 employees and people involved in F5IT join us. We have a great office in Stavanger with about 13 people, and then we have an office in Constanta in Romania, where there are 7 people that are mostly programmers. So this is an interesting development where we can also take advantage of the whole situation with adding on talent locally here in Norway, and also taking advantage of very skilled people in different parts of Europe, which will diversify our, call it, dependency on our friends from Ukraine. This also adds talent. It also allows us to have a footprint in Norway now for programmers, of course, but also for the consultant business. So we are now able to expand the Visigon experience also to the Norwegian market, which will allow us to grow that business quite extensively. So these are all great attributes of F5IT. And another thing, we talked about their wealth tech experience, which is second to none in this country, where some of the founders have developed some of the best wealth management systems that's in use today. But also it allows us to have many new exciting clients come on board. So They, for example, have the leading wealth management company in Norway, which they work with, a couple of the regional banks we work with, and also some of the regional financial advisors they also work with. So all in all, we like to welcome our friends at F5 IT, and we look forward to working closely with everybody for many, many years to come. Okay, next point, we also have here on the slide, we have Tracs, and we are very, very excited about both of these transactions. And Tracs we announced today, and Tracs is a fully licensed investment bank who has the ability to have client onboarding, doing the reporting, the settlement, the VPS accounts, and the VPC account systems in Sweden. And also they have the ability to do tax reporting and so forth. Now, from Huddlestock standpoint, now with Tracs on board, we will be able to take out much greater margins, because now we can make ourselves independent from the custody banks out there. And we can negotiate much better rates when we talk about direct market access, for example, and we will be much more flexible to onboard our own clients and reporting and all these things. So this is exactly why we in December announced the capital increase and that we were going to expand our German regulatory license. We do this now through Tracs, where we're going to passport the license to all over Europe. So this is a transformational deal for the company. And we're very, very excited to now work with them over the next few weeks to complete the due diligence and then have a final agreement signed in the weeks to come. We will, of course, keep you posted on this when we see that we're coming to this. Okay, on the next slide, just wanted to quickly touch base. We had revenues in the quarter of 9.06 million, EBITDA of minus 760,000, and total equity of 112.6. Now, however, the more important number is the pro forma revenues, where we have included the F5 IT people. So we get up to 12.9 million in revenues. The EBITDA is slightly larger, but this is due to some investments that they made during the first quarter. And the equity is basically somewhat similar. Wanted to touch base on the point that Øyvind was making when he said that we will have pro forma revenues in the quarter for 15 million. And the reason was the 2 million where we actually have taken out synergies with our friends in Sweden and Denmark. Intercompany expenses and revenues needs to be nil and void in a consolidated accounting system. So therefore we reduce it by 2 million. But this is money that Visigon has helped us with in order to take out the synergies between the technology and onboarding and all these things, which we, for example, could have been spent at external providers. So this is a clear example of how we are taking out the synergies of Huddlestock Visigon team, and we have now 15 million in real revenues during the quarter. In this quarter, as we said, we have been working hard on many things, and we have won some new mandates in our consultancy business. We have added more talent to our full-time employees. We have brought professional services solutions to long-term clients to a new relationship, and we are working on the final little things in onboarding a very large European fintech company. Unfortunately, this has been a little bit delayed due to a couple of things. Some are Huddlestock things, but most of it is them and some of their clients. And we are now testing and running, and hopefully we'll have some news come your way very, very soon. Furthermore, we've also managed to get 2 more clients signed up for the Nordic offering. This is a Nordic Bedrock solution where somebody wants to offer their clients the ability to buy and sell shares, investment objects, and also a Northern European investment club. this is quite exciting, and we think that here it could be useful to see that this is a new type of clients that I have talked about before on our calls, but basically these are not financial institutions. These are news sites. They're investment clubs, and they see that they can add value by offering our service to the market. Outlook going forward, we are going to continue to grow our consultancy business now with the Norwegian footprint. We have very good visibility for the rest of this quarter. It's fully booked, and we're looking to hire more people. And we have very good visibility for the third and the fourth quarter as well. So the consultancy business is where we think we will continue to grow nicely, steady as she goes. We have also managed to get several new leads for our Bedrock solutions, our wealth tech software as a service solution. And here we're going to continue to work very hard on growing our leads, growing our signatures, getting more clients on board. And then, of course, it will be very important to do what we have done with Visigon, make sure that the F5 IT people get involved in Huddlestock in a great way, and that we develop a strong corporate team to be able to work well together going forward. And as Trac becomes a potential, then of course we'll do the same with them. We will now with F5 IT Tracs, we will have the whole sector and setup that we need going forward. So we have now focused putting the proper right platform in place for our growth. We will, however, continue to also look if there should be some other companies out there that we could look to in order to see if there can be some strategic fits. But for the time being, we are very, very comfortable with our position, and we're very comfortable that this is the structure we need in order to grow our business going forward. Okay, and a little bit, next slide. Here we have our key priorities. We'll continue to grow and invest in our technology. This is, of course, the most important. We're finished with version 1.0 of the Bedrock, but version 2.0, version 3.0 is coming down the road. Now our 1.0 up and running, but of course, over time, we need to continue to invest in the technology to make sure we stay current and that we stay relevant. Taking out the synergies will be important, and growing our strategic M&A activity will be important. Expanding our partnership structure is important, and of course, the people. And now we will have many new colleagues through F5 IT and also for Tracs. So this will all be very, very exciting to go forward. In the Nordics, we are now capable of offering the product to our clients. The 2 clients we have signed up for, they will now be able to onboard quickly, and we have a target for that go live at the end of the summer. But with Tracs, with our technology and our ecosystem, we are now ready to offer the Nordic white label solution. And with this, of course, grow our commercial portfolio. And growing our commercial portfolio, not only in the Nordics, but also in Germany, this is a very, very important part of our focus going forward. And as you all know, we have had the pleasure of being able to recruit Robert Fuchsgrube as our new head of Germany. He comes to us from one of the leading banks in the world, BNP Paribas, and he seems to think that Huddlestock and our wealth tech technology is very, very exciting. And he has strong relationships to all of the independent asset managers, wealth managers. He has responsible for their B2B business, their capital markets business, their custodian business. We're very, very privileged to have him join us. And he looks very much forward to add value by not only being with a smaller company, but also to be hands-on out there every day, making things happen. So this is very, very exciting for us. Now, we have previously talked a little bit about guidance and so forth. And we keep our midterm guidance that we will have 200 million in revenue. And then for 2022, we guide that we're going to manage to have 75 million Norwegian kroner in revenue. So this means we got to get more clients, we need to get them up and running, and we need to make some revenues coming in. But this is what we feel confident about, and this is what we're going to hopefully be able to deliver to you. Value creation through M&A, I think we've talked enough about this, but we will continue to evaluate potential opportunities, and we will continue to see if we can find somebody that either has the technology we need, or that has add-on technology, or it could be client-based, or it could be something, but something that makes Huddlestock even a better company. And we're always looking for accretive acquisitions where we're actually adding shareholder value rather than paying for something out there that's more expensive than what we are. So this is our strategy here. We're also very pleased to see that the daily volume of trading in the stock has more than doubled in the first quarter versus what was the case in 2021. So we're up to a daily volume of about 433,000, which is a good way of growing. And we're also seeing that we have grown our shareholder base very nicely. If you see the graph in the lower right corner, this, of course, we're not happy to see that our share price has fallen. But this is just to demonstrate that we are in a group of technology companies that have all fallen, and it's in this same space as we are. We think we are in a position where we actually do have strong revenue, we have good people, good products, and as soon as we start to punch above our weight, we're gonna see the share price growing again. We feel very, very, yeah, should maybe not say confident, but we are. Okay. We talked about shareholder base. We're now up to almost 1,400 shareholders, and we have a very strong and supportive shareholder base, and many all. And we thank you for your continued support in our company, and we feel that we're all in the same boat, and that we're gonna get this to be a successful company for all of us. Okay, now over to the actual reported earnings. You've seen this slide before, so we'll jump quickly over that. Here is the group revenues, and as you can see, 9 million in the first quarter. But if we add on the pro forma numbers for F5 and we add on the intercompany, we end up at 15, which is a solid delivery of revenues coming in. Yeah, I don't know, there's probably some questions about that later on, but on the cost, we also have a little lower cost. We have spent a lot of money. There was a question earlier about why we are losing money. And the reason being is that we are investing in onboarding large companies. We are investing in our technology, and we're investing in our company and the structure of the company, and we're building a very nice base for going forward. And of course, we look forward to making a good EBITDA in the months and years to come. We also have every quarter we have a write down of goodwill of the size of about 3.2 million. And this is at the moment linked to the Visigon acquisition, where we have to write this down, and that of course adds to the negative numbers. The group EBITDA is at 760,000 negative. And again, the tight labor market has pushed up the salaries a little bit. We've invested a lot of money into finalizing the onboarding of this large client. And then we have some non-recurring costs linked to M&A and other corporate action type activities. Okay. technology. We think that we are now sitting on a very, very nice piece of technology. We have managed to now get our Nordic structure up and running. Germany is ready and onboarding the first large clients. We made some key hires, and we have promising leads for new clients coming in. So we see that our technology is now ready to take the leap going forward. We've spent a lot of time making sure that we had all these pieces in place, and we are looking to onboard and scale the onboarding with a little quicker than what has been taking place before. Now, this is being done by we having a core system, both from the back end, but also on the front end. So if people want the off-the-shelf white label solution, we should be able to onboard clients relatively quickly. But if people want their own customized this and that, then that will take a little longer time. But all in all, the technology is now in a position where we are able to onboard clients in a very nice scalable pace. On the professional services side, we continue to have good revenues in Nordic, Sweden, and Denmark. And as you can see, there's the intercompany elimination, which is the 2 million we have talked about, which then could have made so that they would have had 11 plus million in revenues in our professional services. Here in the quarter, we have gained new clients. We have attracted some new talent, and we're looking to get even stronger relationships with all of the major clients we have. And we are now seeing that our clients are looking to have more talent from Huddlestock/Visigon into their business. So we are actively looking to see if we can find some more talent. Okay, I think this is wrapping up what we had thought about presenting to you today.